I've had genetic, horrible flat feet. Over time, I played sports for years and did a lot of running, and my heels eventually turned in, and my feet they always pronated, but they got to a point where the tendon in my left foot tore. I've been to dozens of different orthotic doctors and foot specialists giving me different kinds of orthotics, and nothing has ever really completely worked. And just over time, my feet got worse and worse. I've had 4 knee scopes because of my feet. And I always told the knee doctors it was my feet, and the knee doctors were like, oh, it has nothing to do with your feet. And I've torn cartilage 3 times in my left knee and once in my right. And 2 years ago, I had my 4th knee surgery, and I decided it was time to stop running, and just figured I could exercise recreationally without any problems down the line. But over the past 2 years, my feet have gotten worse and worse. And I got to a point where, like I said, I could barely walk and stand. I was in a considerable amount of pain. If you go to a surgeon, they want to correct it with surgery, which is an orthopod. If you go to a podiatrist, they say it should be corrected by orthotics. And I've gone to some of the best podiatrists in the city, and they've all said no surgery and you need orthotics. And every time I've gotten a new pair of orthotics, it creates a new callus or a new something. And it just got to the point where orthotics weren't helping anymore. So I started researching on the surgery side. I was looking at 1 on my left, actually potentially 2 on my left if they take the metal out, but 1 major on my left, 1 major on my right, and it's a 6 to 9 month minimum recovery per foot. My sister pushed to try JP, and she said, I don't know what he does, he just heals people. And from considering what I've been through, it sounded a little far-fetched. He was working on my foot, and I was a complete non-believer. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, there's no way he's going to be able to do anything to my foot. And literally before my eyes, I saw the swelling go down, like, as he's working on it. He didn't touch it. And it sounds nuts. If somebody told me the same story, I wouldn't believe him. And I believe it. I mean, I don't care what it is, it's working. And it felt better. I had better range of motion. I went home, I showed my family, I showed my friends, from the difference between the morning and the afternoon, from before and after I'd seen him, it was too much of a difference to have just been like, oh, you had a good healing day. You know, like some days you turn a corner and it's like, oh wow, it's so much better today than it was the past week. It was too much of a jump. And I'm doing things on my foot that I wasn't supposed to be able to do by now. You know, on the pain level, and I'm not running around on it, but there's a huge difference. I was walking with the cane and my cell phone rang, and I pulled it out of my pocket, and I have one of those stupid headsets, and I put the cane under my arm and put the headset in and started talking, and I didn't realize that, but I had been walking halfway. I walked halfway down the block without, subconsciously forgetting that there was anything wrong with my foot. Not only did my foot physically look better, I had better range of motion, the swelling was drastically reduced, but the pain was completely gone. I couldn't believe it. Within an hour, I was completely pain-free.